I was told by my dad to make sure you're a good father. The way I nearly chopped him in the throat, bro.
So glad you got this one, not me.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was very comfortable with it. Even when he said it, I was like, okay.
Don't tell me that.
Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't knock his parenting skills because he's got a great relationship with my brothers. Me now, bruh. But a great relationship with my brothers. So I then had to find it. And this was me wrestling with me, you know? There was no one else involved in this conversation. It was all internal. Do you get what I mean? It was like, just hold 15 therapy sessions right there. Just, that's yours. Do you get what I mean? And I was just like, okay, he said it, which means essentially it's coming from a position of love. Do you get what I mean? However, to be sensitive enough to say, well, how would I feel about you telling me that when your performance as a father wasn't the best? Not wasn't the best, was absolute pants. Do you get what I mean? So then I'm like, But then I thought to myself, well, 1 second. Whatever age he decided to himself, I'm now going to be a good father, he tried to be a good father to my brothers. And as much as I never received that, they received it. So him saying it to me with the aim that my children receive it, should I not be in a position to say, that's good advice?
Can I say something?
Of course.
And forgive me if I'm out of turn.
Probably out of turn.
I'm going to be out of turn. I ain't going to lie. But who the are you to be sitting there telling me, all right, about how to be a good parent? Let's just start with this, all right? Hold fire. Name all your grandchildren. And I'm not even going to say all of your other ones, your brothers and that kids. I'm going to sit there and say, name all of my children's kids' names. Name all of them. And if you could do that, I'll shut my mouth. And at this point, I know already he would fail.
Okay, but that isn't the point.
But it is the point. Because you know what it is? You're making a statement, even if it's out of love, learn to do the loving for yourself first, innit? Because you haven't taken the time out to turn and say to yourself, I don't even know all of my grandchildren's names for the person that I'm telling them to love. So when it comes down to funeral time, or it comes down to birthday time, or it comes down to christening time, or whatever it might be, you don't even know who it is that you're even looking at, because you don't know every one of the kids. So your position of love needs to come from the start. I can only give advice to somebody from advice that I'm willing to take for myself. Now, whether I've improved and I said, this is what I want to do, and I've done this with my other kids, now I need to take an interest in your life, because at the end of the day, I've not taken an interest in your life. So for me, it hurts because, and I'll be a bit open, like my dad wasn't there for a beginning part of my life. My dad's now my friend, and I've said this several times on the podcast. Me and my dad are close. You know what I mean? He's my patron. I spoke to him today. In fact, I did speak to him today. All right? I spoke to him today. And I speak to him regularly. He's my dad, and I get on with him. You know what I mean? And we speak, and that's been from probably roughly the age of, I say 14, 15 upwards. And we've got on from there. And from this point, we've got on as friends, and we've got on as a mentor. All right? And we've got on that capacity.
Not as a parent.
See, when you want to say parent, and I'm glad you said that in a way. My mum was my parent. My mum made all those other decisions. My mum chose my school. My mum put socks on me. My mum's put
taught you to do your laces.
My mum done all
ride
this.
a bike.
My mum done this. Keep going.
How to season chicken.
My mum done this.
Do you know what I mean? Clean your room.
My mum done this.
Beat me when I needed to.
My mum done this.
Cut my hair first time.
My mum done this. Like, you name them out, and it's weird because we can make a song about it. My mum done all of that. You know what I mean? My dad didn't do that side of things. However, I have an amazing relationship. And my dad's, I've said it several times, my dad is my friend. And I get on with my dad, and my dad is my dad now, and I have enough respect for him. Nothing but respect for him. And I love him to the hills and back. You know what I mean? He's one of my favourite loves in my life. All right? And I will sit there and say to myself, and he would say to you, my mum done all of that. Your mum done all of that. He would sit there, and if he was here now, he would sit there and say, yeah, your mum done all of that. You know what I mean? But it doesn't diminish what he's probably taught me in the the after part of that. And whatever point he realized to himself that he wanted to be a dad, all right, he started being a dad to me, all right, at that point onwards, all right? And I'll give him credit for that, 100% credit for that. Now, and the funniest thing is he listens to the podcast.
Oh, no.
I'm sitting there like, don't bury myself. but like, yeah, he gives me, he does that side of things. And it's like I look at what you just said to me, and somebody's going to sit there and say to me, oh yeah, be a good parent. One second. So what are you doing now? Because I don't see you calling me every week. My dad calls me all the time. All right. I don't see you trying to pay an interest in what's all my kids' names. And that, at the very least, you should know. You shouldn't be sitting there going, I don't know all of them. I know the first one, and I'm like, right, you know the first one, but you don't know the rest of them. Come on, bro. They're of you. But when you're telling me to be a better person, make sure that you're a better person first, because then at least you should be paying attention to your grandchildren. You should be paying attention to me before you can kind of say to me, be a better person towards somebody else. Because people will only take advice from people that are doing what their advice is saying, innit? You know what I mean? And if you're not doing what your advice is saying, then why am I taking advice from you? And that's my only point.
Yeah.